I'm Ray Hennessey. I'm Editorial Director of Entrepreneur.com. Well, we're the leading title for small businesses and innovative emerging companies and startups. We write I'd say about 40 different content pieces a day on things that are important to small business owners and people who manage large budgets within large enterprises. Anybody who wants to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are terrible at delegating tasks. Entrepreneurs are a little crazy, right? They took this chance, they started their business, they manage a business, they know all aspects of their business, and they believe more than anything else that only they can do it right. It's tough psychologically for them to turn around and say, I need help, and it's a big, big hurdle for them to get over. But more often than not, when they do that, and they're lucky enough to have a business that's the size where they need more staff, it's the best thing that they can do. The decision to hire more staff is a big one for small business owners, and they rarely make it the right way. I think if they're looking for signs of when to pull the trigger and hire somebody and spend that money, it's when they themselves are overwhelmed by their workload, when they find themselves not being able to handle all the customers that they've handled in the past with the same care that they had. Nobody likes to spend that money, right, when it comes to hiring new people. It's the biggest expense most companies make. And also, I think a lot of small business owners don't necessarily trust hiring someone else. They've dealt with customers for years. They've built this business on their own. But there comes a point in time when they have to realize that their own effectiveness in doing that is suffering, and bringing on new people and training them and showing them the best practice is important. So when they get overwhelmed, that to me is the biggest sign that they need to hire new staff. Burnout for a small business owner happens. It's because of the nature of a small business owner. They want to do as much as possible. They're driven. It's their business. It's their money. They're so reliant on that profit. So burnout is going to happen. And one thing I've learned is you can't tell a small business owner to take a vacation. You can't tell them to take a break. You can't tell them to work an 8-hour day. They won't do it. What they need to do is during their work time, take time for themselves. And that's why you're seeing more and more wellness programs incorporated into things like small business, where people are doing yoga once a week, or they're getting their employees together to do things to kind of sit back and think. Just giving yourself that breath once in a while helps with the business. But I've heard many people say, well, they need to take time off and they shouldn't work 5-day weeks, or they shouldn't do this. Small business owners will never do that. It's wasted words. What they have to do is incorporate time for them within their business. And listen, that's the nature of running a business. It is you. It is part of you. People talk about work-life balance. There is no work-life balance. Your work is your life and your life is your work. But there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to be able to take a breath once in a while.